Recorded. So today, Tuesday, we haven't really got a lot. Well, we've got some CAD news and things like that. So I'm expecting obviously a lot of volatility with pairs like CAD yen, CAD JPY, CAD USD CAD, things like that. But as far as indices goes, USD pairs not too much. If I look at yesterday's price action, we were inside the previous daily high, previous daily low. Today we have taken out both the previous day and the previous day before that's highs. So liquidity have been taken out both ends. In the manner in which we are pushing, it would be wrong to not consider this area as the next target. So I am looking up here as a potential for price to potentially get to. In terms of how it gets there, I'm not too sure yet. Okay. We have got this imbalance, which is very noticeable here. Okay, so that area of imbalance does stand out. We have got this candle, we've got this unmitigated candle, which swept these lows just here on NAS. So, things are looking pretty good there. We've obviously got this candle, which could easily be mitigated into. I don't think that would happen today, though, because of the manner in which we're doing it. I think if we're going to drop, we're probably going to start to come for this daily low or previous daily low right here. So where is it? Previous daily low. Let's see what the smaller time frames are doing. So look, last 8 hours have been really pushing high. Price pushed up from this area here, closed below these lows, broke structure to the upside from this bearish counter trend. Price came in, filled this imbalance into this FU candle. Price gave us a little bit of consolidation, but ultimately started pushing a lot higher. If we go on to the 1 hour, we can see that price broke here again. It looks like, again, more consolidation, but we have actually broken above now. I think, to be honest, we're probably just going to carry on moving higher. So I will be kind of looking for different things. But when I look at really, 130 is coming along now. And then where was it? 7 a.m. is the other candle I want to kind of pay attention to, which is back here. So a massive liquidity range today. Where is it? There. So a huge liquidity range, to be honest. I do feel like we could balance some of this price action out. Maybe, get a close above here to potentially take price lower. I just personally don't see price closing below this range or even coming below it. And if it did, I would definitely be targeting that daily low. Okay, so this is our range that we've kind of created. What I would like to see ideally is price do something like that, maybe mitigate back into these areas here just to take price higher. If we can do that, that's great. If obviously we're not going to do it, I'm going to be paying attention to what happens possibly inside this imbalance or something like that. But yeah, coming back down to rebalance to basically take out this liquidity is my target. So yeah, I'm looking in here. This would be a nice little target, to be honest, somewhere in there, which would take us, pretty low. I mean, if we do come all the way down to this 1 hour candle, we would take away that liquidity, which would obviously be even better as well. So yeah, 3 hour candle. Yeah, coming back to this 4 hour block would be ideal, but I don't know if it will happen today. Not with, this lack of news. What's good in here as well, if we do come to this imbalance on the 1 hour, we've got this 15-minute candle sitting within as well. So yeah, that's my area of interest at the moment. On to US 500, I'm just going to mark out the exact same thing. So we're coming into the 130 now, 7 a.m. So the range isn't as big. Okay, the range isn't as big, and it's actually just gone past 130. And the first thing we've done is we've swept this liquidity right here. So we've already made a sweep above. This is the liquidity at the bottom. And as I say, it's going to be interesting to see what happens now. To pay attention to maybe this imbalance here. So possibly we come into this imbalance to actually come higher. If I'm looking at the daily chart, again, more liquidity to the upside. I do see us coming a little bit higher, possibly this area here as our next target. we've got a few, when you see these wicks, there's a lot of liquidity resting above. So I do feel like price is going to carry on. Alternatively, if price doesn't give us an entry for a buy and it takes this liquidity first, we can anticipate a strong area of distribution. So possibly we're going to get some distributions come down or something like that. That would be something I would like to see. But yeah, we'll wait and see where we are on those ones. Euro, what's Euro been up to? So, I mean, look, we're inside this daily area. We absolutely can push higher from here. It's going to be interesting to see what it's doing. We're still in this kind of 4-hour bearishness at the moment. And even 1 hour. So yeah, before I even think about buys, I do think we need to close really above this area here, or at least close above this candle. So yeah, I'm not too interested in anything at the moment until we can essentially close a little bit higher. GU. Now GU is, look at this big push to the upside. We did close below the daily, but we've started pushing. So, I mean, even if we take a short-term buy, I would be looking to see what's going to happen in here for possibly a sell. But, this could easily have just been a little liquidity grab to take price even higher. And we've had an aggressive expansion to the downside. So I kind of need to get a bit more information from these Forex pairs at the moment. But initially, I do like that we have closed above this 1 hour candle. We did take this liquidity. I would be looking in here somewhere to see if price can go potentially a little bit higher. But yeah, that's kind of the only thing I'd possibly see on there at the moment. GJ, I'm looking at these pairs for the first time this week, to be honest, guys. So yeah, interesting just to see where we're going with them. But yeah, we look like we're still bullish, obviously. Price is pushing higher from here. It's just not in an attractive spot at the moment. We've obviously made a big effort to get out of this liquidity zone. As of now, to be honest, unless we do just completely dump to the downside and sweep all of this liquidity, I can just see it reacting from where it is, which is this candle here. So yeah, I see price doing that, potentially just going a little bit higher. I think getting a close above this 15-minute zone right here would be pretty ideal. I'd like to see something like that happen. We did sweep some liquidity here as well, which is quite nice. Come into this institutional candle. The only thing that's a bit worrying is we have got a lot of liquidity here, but yeah, I'd want to see price close higher at least. If we do get that, then that would be pretty ideal. That's the same goes for the 5-minute, to be fair. So it looks pretty good from where I'm standing. And in gold. I mean, this pair has really done its own thing in the last sort of couple of days. But again, looking from a daily point of view and even a weekly point of view, it's very bullish. Okay, it's very bullish. We're inside, obviously, a weekly area, which is identifying as our daily area. We have respected this daily candle. We did, yesterday we did come lower, sweep some liquidity. We actually closed a little bit lower than this low here, just about like minuscules, and we ended up respecting. So that is a good indication that we are going to carry on moving higher. I think all I'd want to see is price just close a little bit higher on this 4 hour, because it looks like from where we are now, we could just come to this 4 hour candle and then drop. But if we're going to respect higher time frames and things like that, we want to really see what's going on. It is bullish. The smaller time frames don't necessarily look bullish, but looking at these higher time frames and things like that, we are pushing higher. We are going to have to rebalance this liquidity at some point. That's the only thing. But yeah, and we have created liquidity on the low grounds and the top grounds. But yeah, as of now, I'm going to wait and see. If we do distribute, come lower, there's always potential. But I would like to see price pretty much just close above this 4 hour candle. So yeah, it's a bit of a waiting game on gold, in my opinion. So we'll see what information we get this week. But, if we look for the rest of the week, I mean, we've got red folder news. This could have an impact on USD. So that may impact some of these USD pairs. But, looking in at the rest of the week, what have we got in store? So some pound news, some NZD news, some USD news coming in tomorrow, which is good. Some Euro news coming in on Friday. So, yeah, and then more USD news. So, I'm definitely expecting some movement, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. I do think this liquidity is going to be taken, but obviously we'll wait and see. I mean, looking at where we are from now, you can see here we have made our push above, and now we're starting to react. So possibly, we're going to get some kind of reaction. I mean, we did come fill this imbalance and drop, but we didn't really break. So we had this wick come down, react. Be interesting to see what happens. I wouldn't be looking to really jump in anything too early. I want to see if there's going to be a bit more information. See if we can get any information to potentially see something maybe after 2:30 or 3 p.m. UK time. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens. But has anyone got any other pairs they want me to look at the moment? Is anyone thinking anything? Anyone want to ask anything or note anything? I mean, yeah, NAS is doing the same. We've reacted, as you can see. So that's the 130 indicator that we use. Price has reacted, closed above this area, and yeah, we have rejected, but we're still respecting the bullish moves. The DXY. So yeah. Wow, look at that big push. So again, very similar. Look, I mean, if I go from the daily, we're very bearish. Okay, we're very bearish, and we are in this daily candle at the moment. So, the way we're going, I just want a little bit more information. I just want to see that we're going to get a close here. Because with the expansions really from here to here, this is kind of just short term. But that would also, that would represent like the 1 hour, for example. So that's why I'm happy to keep it there at this moment in time. But yeah, we've had such a big expansion and now we're starting to reject. This could very well just carry on moving higher. I just need a little bit more data to print before I actually think about, overall bearish. I mean, bearish or bullish. And then obviously this, you can see here, there's absolutely nothing in there that is worth even touching. So I wouldn't even be thinking about what's going on in there. I mean, look at that. That's just consolidation, which means liquidity both ends. There's going to be liquidity both ends on that. USDCHF. So nice expansion to the downside on the daily, the weekly as well. Nice expansion down. So price is looking pretty bearish in the last sort of couple of months, which is obviously suiting towards, correlating with DXY. We're currently inside this imbalance at this moment in time. So interesting here. That area is obviously in drawdown, but it might not, if the DXY, bear in mind, where's the DXY? So the DXY is at the daily candle. USD isn't. So there's this, it's showing us some, the CHF strength's obviously putting us off a little bit. So it could react and just plummet lower from this imbalance. So it'd be interesting to see what happens. We have closed above this internal liquidity here. Again, I just want to see if price can close below this area here, or this 1 hour candle here, because this is the low, this is the high, then I would be respecting bearish moves. Or, so this is where we need to be thinking about multiple bias. Okay, because if price gives us a really nice accumulation play inside here, we could be targeting this daily area. But it needs to happen first. Okay, if price closes lower, then obviously we'll have our break. And this is, I like the fact that it's leaving this little candle here as well. So yeah, we just need to wait. We just need to wait. Hopefully that makes sense. There's just nothing really to go by at the moment. So you're either waiting for, you're either waiting for accumulation, or you're waiting for price to do that and then maybe come back up to here to then sell off again, something like that. So anything can happen. Anything can happen. So it'd be interesting to see what we do with it. It looks quite good though, to be honest. Has anyone else got any other charts or anything they want me to look at? Yeah, I mean, US 30 is just looking pretty good. Pushing there on NAS. Yeah, slight rejection. But look, if you can see here, we rejected, but we're still respecting this 1 minute time frame. So there's not really any use in thinking bearish at the moment because we are pushing higher. Aussie USD. Yeah, so, oh, look at that consolidation. I mean, yeah, where we are right now, it's obviously broken past this weekly structure. The monthly, I mean, got this candle. We've started to react. We broke structure. So I would anticipate price eventually pushing higher. This monthly area is reacting inside this imbalance, which looks pretty good. So that's the weekly imbalance. You can see it there pretty nicely. A little bit of a reaction. And then, we did close above this area here, but we've created a lot of liquidity. So as of now, I'd like to just see price make one more push to the upside. If we're going to close below there, we're going to have to wait. But yeah, we are respecting. Reacted from here as well. Nice little liquidity grab. Price broke. Didn't really leave anything to grasp onto. But yeah, it looks okay. I just think at the moment, again, we're just creating a lot of liquidity. Creating a lot of liquidity on here. Doesn't really. We're in the middle as well. We want to, you want to be buying down here or selling up here. That's the only thing. Does that make sense, Kenny? So yeah, at the moment, there's nothing that it would be kind of screaming out to me. Other than the fact that we have got a lot of liquidity right there. Potentially going to come lower. What would be nice is if maybe we came into this candle here, because we'd take a lot of this internal liquidity out and then push higher. We're inside this imbalance as well, so price could make another, swipe here to come down to push higher. Something like that possibly, but we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see, guys. But how's everyone feeling today? How's everyone feeling? Is everyone looking at any pairs? Anyone got any trades this week? I didn't take a single trade yesterday. Price was just really, really slow. I felt that a lot of liquidity was being built up. I didn't see anything that I liked. And I just made a decision at about 3:45 UK time just to pull the plug on it. Just no, nothing's happening today. So yeah, I walked away and I was pretty happy with that. What I did like, on here is because it was just one of those days. Go back to yesterday. It was kind of in here. Look, as you can see with these wicks and things like that, nothing happening. I mean, I even had the 130 candle. So I was playing with that liquidity, with this liquidity, and we ended up coming all the way down. There was a 1 hour candle here or something. But even when we started reacting, so like I was looking in here on my phone. I didn't take anything, but I was looking in here to see if we could go higher, and there just wasn't anything to grab onto. So like, I mean, it was during the lunch hour anyway, but price eventually created more liquidity. But then, because the area I would have looked at if I was trading, ignore this liquidity for a second. We can see that price has obviously, closed below this liquidity here. We've started reacting. This is obviously high, low, react. Nothing really to get in on. There's a little bit of imbalance in there, but too much is going on up here for me to get involved in. But then price pushes higher. We do get this imbalance here. That there is nice. That would have been an area I would have been interested in, but it was 5:30. I was with the kids at that point. Price pushes high again, imbalance, not a lot going on. But eventually, look, as this is going on, the more that happens, liquidity drops. So there's just not really an opportunity to get in on. And then price started again. It's just climbing up, but filling all the imbalance on its way up. And then eventually we just made a big push. And then by that point, I mean, it's 7:45 UK time. Nothing there for me. I put S&P on radar above previous day highs and taking out previous London high right now. As in right now, yeah? Yeah. I mean, yeah. So at the moment, in my opinion, we're still pretty bullish. We haven't closed below anything. I'd like to see price go higher and then give us that model after it's swept some liquidity. Because, in my opinion, at the moment, we seem to be creating more liquidity. And that's why I kind of wait till 2:30, 3 o'clock, because I want to see what price is really doing. Because more volatility kicks in at 2:30 UK time, which I believe is 9:30 Eastern or New York time. So yeah, interesting to see where we are. But that there is the range. We've taken out the top range. We are pretty high on the moment. This is really the next target, or one of these areas here would be the next target. So we're really not very far away. You just got to be looking at, if we get a close above this liquidity and then we suddenly start to react, that's not going to be for no reason. So that could be an opportunity. And we have created this lovely range. So, if we do start showing off to the downside, we can see liquidity, imbalance areas, see if we can do the same. Exactly the same here on NAS. Look at here, we're just bullish. Nothing's going on. Nothing's going on. So there's nothing to see at the moment. Nothing to see. I'm hoping it's not going to be another no trading day. Obviously, I didn't trade yesterday. I've not traded yet today. I don't really want to go 2 days without taking a trade, but if I have to, then I will. If I have to, I will. I don't mind. I'm very patient. I will wait for the perfect setup to come to me. I'm not going to be forcing an entry. And that's what it's about, guys. That's what it's about. But how's everyone else getting on? Is everyone okay? Anyone, difficulty finding anything or doing anything? All good, apart from heart palpitations from the chat. You said you were up, Rachel, didn't you? All good. Yeah, cool. I am, but still. How much are you up? What size challenge did you go for? 50K. Okay. Yeah, good. So what have you got? Your aim, your target is what, 5 grand? Or not even that, it's 4K. Perfect. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're nearly there. You're nearly there. How else? So having difficulties on the golf course. I went to play golf at the weekend and huge problems for me on there that front. I got quite good last year, but yeah, I'm back to being a beginner again. Really quite embarrassing, and I got really annoyed and frustrated. And I wanted to smash my golf clubs up. Tian's nearly there. You're getting there as well, Tian. You're getting there as well. That's amazing news, Lonzo. Starting your 50K challenge in May. Perfect. So lots of back testing, lots of practicing this month on your demo account or whatever it is you're using. And yeah, big, getting ready to smash it out in May. That's amazing. Ready for the summer, hey? Ready for the summer. Amazing work. Anyone else doing funded or got funded challenges coming up? Thinking about funded challenges or looking to just, inject large amounts of liquidity into the markets? Not yet. No, listen, it doesn't have to be right now. Whenever you're ready. I think you need to be making sure that you're doing at least 10% a month because, you need to be getting 10% a month to pass these accounts. That's the thing. That's the thing. But we'll get there, guys. Everyone will get there one step at a time. It's not, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And then remember, guys, once you get your funded challenge, it's all about keeping your funded challenge. It's not making sure you don't give it back. And that is also key. That's also key. But guys, unless anyone's got any questions, there's not really a lot going on at the moment. The next half an hour is going to be interesting to see what we do. I want to see some decent price action today. I didn't see any at all yesterday. It was really quite a frustrating day. But we've taken out, previous day highs. So I would expect to see some, I'd like to see some rebalancing, some movement to the downside, take out some of these areas come a little bit lower and just grab this liquidity that's all sitting sell side at the moment. But guys, what I'll do, if I find anything I like, or if I see any areas I like, I'll put them in the Discord. Any charts or anything anyone wants to go over, put them in the Discord, guys. And yeah, we shall commence tomorrow for London session. Any questions, guys? As always, please let me know. If you need anything, guys, let me know. If you want to ask anything, just remember, I'm only the other end of the Discord, guys. I'm one message away. So don't hide. Make sure you speak to me. And yeah, guys, have a great day. Speak to you again very, very soon. Well done, everyone.